Hello and welcome to my crochet channel. I'm super excited to share with you today what I got from Knitcrate this month. This is something quite different and it's gonna be so much fun. Like most people in my city, I'm still staying at home and only going out for the essentials. So I can't really go out and do some yarn shopping. I've been going through my yarn stash a lot and just using whatever I have on hand. And I've been finding some quite interesting yarns there, but still it is not as exciting as going out and shopping for new yarn. And that's why it's especially exciting for me to get a package from Knitcrate every month. If you don't know what Knitcrate is, it's a monthly subscription service for knitters and crocheters, and every month they send you a package with yarn. I will post the link to their website in the description box below if you would like to find out more about this company. And if you use the coupon code Olga20, you will get 20% off your first month subscription. Alright, and now let's take a look at what we have in the Knitcrate subscription box for May 2020. When I opened my package, the first things that fell out were these Kool-Aid packages, and I thought, oh, my kids would love them. But then as I read the card, I realized these are not for making drinks, they are actually for dyeing this yarn. How exciting is that? I had never dyed yarn before, so I think this is gonna be quite fun. And I'm actually going to do it with my kids. I'm sure they're going to have a lot of fun with this project. They've been out of school for quite a while now, and we've been doing all of our schooling at home. So this is going to be a little chemistry experiment. Rebecca from Chem Knits Creations created a very detailed tutorial, and that's what I'm going to follow. It's available on her YouTube channel, and I will leave a link in the description box below. The yarn that I have is fingering weight, and it's 100% superwash merino wool. Like I said, I'm going to involve my kids in this project, and when the yarn is dyed and dried, I would love to crochet something for my boys from this yarn. And every month Knitcrate includes something little extra in their packages, and this month we have these cute post-it notes. Before I dye this yarn, I need to wind it into yarn cakes. However, I do not have a yarn winder. I've never really had a need for it until now. So I'm going to wind my yarn by hand, and I'm going to use this empty roll from bathroom tissue paper. First, I roll my yarn from a skein into a regular ball. Here is the first cake that I made. Doesn't look perfect, but it does have a cake shape, not a ball. In her tutorial, Rebecca says that the cake actually needs to be quite loose, but mine is somewhat dense. So when I will be winding this one, I'll try to wind it a bit more loosely. And here is how I do it. I made a cut in my paper roll, and now I pass the yarn tail through it, like this. This is gonna be the yarn tail in the middle that later on I can pull out and work from the middle of my cake. Next, I start winding like this. First, I just do a few winds straight, like this. And then I'm gonna start winding at an angle like this. And as I do it, I will be rolling the roll itself towards me. And it is somewhat tedious work, and at some point your hands will get tired and you will need to take a break. But that's basically how I'm doing it. And I need to remember to wind it loosely, not as tightly as I did the previous one. So here's my cake is getting bigger, and at this point I cannot constantly turn the paper roll. So instead I do winding like this several times, then I roll it. Again, I do several winds like this, then I roll it. And that's how I continue. And here's my cake even bigger, and at this point my hands are quite tired, so I'm going to take a break and then continue. And I'm finally done. Now I will free this yarn tail from the cut in the paper roll. And now I'm going to slide the cake off the paper roll. It's actually quite tight, even though I try to wind it loosely. And here is my second cake. That was quite laborious process, and I honestly say I would love to have a yarn winder. But I also think it's useful and helpful to know this little trick of how you can wind yarn into cakes without one. I will definitely let you know how the yarn dyeing goes in the future video. Thank you so much for watching.